On first down, Wilson rolling to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he gets... This one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of 18 on the play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A 5-yard pickup
on 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if the
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
By
Benson Mayowa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. Brady going to go on 4th down. And he's got Miller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Benson Mayowa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. Escaping the pressure right. Flush to his right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now fourth down. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes. You can read his hands. And you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes, knock it away.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David. Well, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Now he'll pull it down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down, Seahawks.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He'll buy some time right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Out to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
Ronald Jones.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. It gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He's got Evans. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown. 64 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14. Seahawks.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll roll him out right. He'll find Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Eluding the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. William Golston. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack on first down, Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 65 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On second down, it's Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Shaquille Griffin on the tackle. A gain of 1. Brings up third down.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
With the score, Buccaneers 14, Seahawks 7.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Set. Begin. Win now. Switch. Kill.
Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 44 yards.
Goal to go.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones taking it in. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now 21-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21. Seahawks.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
There he goes left side, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
To number 14,
DK Metcalf, 47 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
At 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
23-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Back to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Back to throw. On the move to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
This is Homer. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late fourth quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Buccaneers 27. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Brady to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He's tackled at
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
The kickoff for Green Bay.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Seattle. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll throw on first down with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Complete to Chris Carson. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
No. 19.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 29 yards. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7. Packers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here's Lewis. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Buying time to his left. That's caught at the 25. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 49 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett, and the Seahawks add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Wilson. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And some room to work. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Jason Myers.
So simple. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
54, right there, 54 mark.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Well, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At their own 21-yard line.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tackled at about the 35. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's able to get it back here. To the 43-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 57 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now Jones. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
This is Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Brady going to throw. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Brady. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On third down, Fournette. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Hold it up.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out,
a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. With 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Credit the tackle to Tano Passigno.
Up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brady to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 63 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
They will run it. It's Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Buccaneers 14, Chiefs 7.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often. That makes sense. But there, I still like going for 1, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct. But I'm understanding how the game is starting to change. And we're getting a number of these quarterbacks who are telling their coaches, we should go for 2 all the time. I want to see if we ever get a team that actually starts to do that.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. A third quarter now, at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
A 7-yard loss.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Dancing to his left. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. And here's Edwards-Helaire stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Chiefs 21, Buccaneers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7th. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mahomes now on 1st down, being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A 46-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. First shotgun now for Brady. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown, 30 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth.
24. Buccaneers 22.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 20.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Back to throw. Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
It really has, especially as of late. Back to Brown, this time complete.
Brady's pass.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain
23 yards on the play.
First down, Buccaneers.
Wait, that's 53! Check 56!
To throw is Brady. And he finds Gronk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Wait, that's easy. 380. No, 66.
Now Jones. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.